love bourbon. You love balls. Now put your balls where your bourbon is. Whiskey with Friends presents Bourbon and Balls with your hosts, Vinny, Colby, Anthony, and Aaron.
All right, cheers, friends, and welcome back to Bourbon and Balls. I'm Vinny, and I'm here with my buddies Anthony, Colby, and Aaron, and this is episode 7. What are we, 40 days away from start of the season or so?
Something like that.
Just
getting close. Getting real close.
Get that tingle.
Final countdown. In a couple days, we're in no more months with that football team.
Oh, man.
Until March.
You get that little tingle down there.
Woo!
Had that tingle down there all day, guys.
So we have a different kind of show for you today. It's going to be mostly news-based. We don't have any other separate segments. We're just going to talk news. We have some hypotheticals that we'll jump in with after the follow-up from our drunkest show ever. We will.
By far.
We're going to try and
top that.
Yeah, we're going to try and stay in that realm, but maybe keep it under control. We'll see how it goes.
Give a good stare down.
Yeah, we still have shot of the week. Yeah. You said a couple inappropriate things here.
Beautiful wife.
Yeah,
God
beautiful,
listen,
sweet angel of
all I
life.
can say is she made it she decided that today was going to be the first day as her new job as a nurse. She's been in training for a while. She's been doing orientation, but she decided today was going to be her first day as a nurse, which is why I showed up about 3 minutes before the show started.
Yeah.
Sounds
like she has no respect for our show.
So she had to work her first day in the ER and then has to deal with your drunk ass later tonight. God bless her.
I am so unprepared for the show, but I feel like it's going to be my best. I'm not going to lie.
It's going to be great.
Unprepared's good.
I'm sandlocked.
All right, so we're going to start with our pour. Colby, you want to?
I'm going to divvy up the old Jim Beam Double Oak. We're kind of going the opposite spectrum of what we usually do with our Double Oak. We like Woodford, a $55 bottle. We like Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel.
Impossible to find.
Yeah, $55 bottle. If you find it retail, they're usually about $75 to $100. Today we're going sub
bottom
20?
Shelf.
Sub 20. You gotta knock the dust off of this. Just look at this. This is our first twist off besides the fireball that we fucking choked down last week.
But this is that's glass.
It's a screw cap kind of thing.
Genuine glass.
There you go.
Yeah, so there's
It's gonna be.
There's no secret that I am a huge Double Oak fan. So it's the one that made our selection this week. I'm super excited to try it. If I can find a good Double Oak for under $20,
this is under $20.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Sub $20 bottle here. We're bottom shelfing it this week.
Yeah.
If it's terrible, we'll replace it. I mean, I think it's going to be solid.
The smell doesn't smell that awful.
It honestly just smells like Jim Beam. It doesn't smell.
So we drank Fireball last week, and now we're drinking $13 bourbon.
Yeah, well,
makes sense.
We are
It makes sense. Okay.
For those of you who have stuck with us,
need to be made.
Yeah. For those of you who have stuck with us for the first 6 shows here, you'll notice that our setup changes every week. So we've been having a lot of technical problems. I know our streams have been super poor quality. And we traced all of it back to the green screen we were using. So we got rid of the green screen. We have a real backdrop.
Yeah.
And we're confident that it's going to fix a lot of our technical issues.
All right, boys.
We would have had it sooner.
Some quality vinyl.
$6.99 on Wish or something?
Yeah.
6 months ago.
Something like that. All right. Let's give her a shot. Jim Beam's Double Oaks.
Cheers.
It's not bad.
Just tastes like Jim Beam.
It's got a little cinnamon in it. It's got a little...
I taste the oak.
It drinks a touch warm, but it's not too bad.
It's only 86 proof. It drinks like it's 105.
It does.
That's probably the bottom shelf.
It drinks more than 86 proof.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Can't say I'm a fan.
I don't love it, but is that disgusting? Give me one of your ice cubes. I want one ice cube.
It's not bad.
I'm getting the agita. It's coming back.
This might be the one and only time you guys ever see me with an ice cube in my drink, but this needs a cube.
It does have a little burn.
I don't usually get heartburn drinking bourbon, but this is
going to be
too?
I'm popping Tums after the show.
Yeah.
I feel the burn.
This isn't.
I'm old man in this.
I wouldn't even do it. I'm gonna put some Coke in there.
This reminds me on why I don't buy sub $20 bottles of bourbon.
Yeah.
People online, like, they try and justify.
Would you like some Diet Coke?
No, thank you.
Anybody?
People try and justify online, like, they're big dogging it, like, this $20 bottle is, like, great for the price.
What if the $20 bottle is Weller? What's the cheapest Weller bottle? It's in the 20s. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, but it's not bad. Like, Special Reserve's good.
I don't understand how
we have is $20.
How you go from a double oak,
and that was 100.
How you go from a double oak bottle to another double oak, and they taste completely different. Completely.
Because this is Jim Beam, bro.
But
it's all about mash bills. I mean, the
oakiness,
how much they toast that second barrel.
When they cut down those trees.
This is Jim Beam, $20 bottle. They're probably not toasting that second barrel.
They fucking better. What's the point?
They probably just like dumped it.
Just
they probably
filter it.
They probably filter it through another barrel, and so
just
they can
call it double oak.
This isn't good. This isn't good. But I'm
gonna I said it wasn't bad in the beginning, but it's definitely not the best. So.
Let's get the show started, boys.
Cheers.
No, you guys can.
Yeah.
It's not great. Not great. All right. Well,
are we sticking with that bottle or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless somebody wants to go get another one. It's time for booze and news.
Booze and news.
All
right. Booze and news. We got a lot of news today.
Benny, you're empty over there, sir.
Camp started this week. Most teams started on Wednesday. Some started on Thursday.
Yep.
And there are a million things floating around. The one thing that a lot of pro analysts say that I think is important for perspective this time of year is you can't believe the hype, right? Like the positive stories you got to take with a grain of salt because everybody looks good right now.
Yeah.
The negative stories hold some water.
Yeah. Yes.
Because if somebody's saying something shitty about their own team, there's probably some validity to it. So we're not going to get into like every good throw that every person's made or anything like that. We'll just talk about the injuries, the game changers, the stuff that kind of matters.
Yeah.
We're going to start not even in the NFL, though. We're going to start with an NCAA news story. And not my strongest point. So, Colby, I'll let you talk about the significance of Oklahoma and Texas.
Big college guy. Yeah. And Oklahoma and Texas leaving the Big 12 and moving to the SEC, I think, is huge.
You destroy the Big 12.
Yeah, the Big 12. You have what, Texas Tech and Oklahoma State, I think, or something like that. I mean, I feel like the Big 12 is gonna dissolve. Yeah. You're probably gonna see a couple of those teams maybe move to the Pac-12. You're gonna see maybe some of them be independent, like Notre Dame or something like that. I just think.
I mean, it was only a matter of time because you had these teams in the Big 12 that were always being left out of the playoff.
Yeah.
You know, you were taking a team that had one loss, and then you take a team in the SEC that has two losses, and they're taking that SEC team all day.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone wants to be in the SEC. It's just it's the best conference.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I'm a Florida State fan, ACC, but SEC is a powerful conference.
Yeah, SEC is always
until Florida State comes back and does something where them and Clemson bring it back. I mean,
until Nick Saban decides to finally fucking retire because I am tired about. That's the one thing about college football that drives me crazy. It's Alabama, Clemson, and then two. Then you have then you have one random like Notre Dame or somebody will pop in there. Get fucking blown out in the first playoff round. Yeah. And then you'll have, like Oklahoma jumps in there. They've been one of the big guys these past few years, Georgia. And it's just I live for the non-playoff games because I feel like those are more competitive. They're better. You get new matchups every year versus the college playoffs. Fixed a flawed system, but it's still a flawed system.
I mean, the problem with the Big 12 is they're known for their offenses. Mm-hmm. They all put up big points, but they can't stop a Pop Warner team. Yeah. That's why when you see them play a team in the SEC, it's like they can't stop anything, and they can't. I mean, and then they play real defense, and then they're screwed because now instead of scoring 60 points, they're scoring 25 points.
Yep.
And then you can't stop anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mathematically, that does add up.
I know.
It does.
I'm using my
Use my calculator, and that is factual.
you think there's a chance it dissolves, or
I think there's a chance they dissolve because Oklahoma and Texas were their two biggest money makers in that conference, and now they're gone. They're in the SEC. I do know there's a big
Maybe a rebrand.
Yeah.
A&M went to the SEC.
Yeah,
They
A&M's
left
in the
already.
SEC, and that's like and Mizzou left a few years ago,
Yeah, I mean
it's just
those are the two biggest teams left. I
Yeah.
mean, they're Iowa
the Big
State.
12 does own like media rights or some shit like that to them for like till 2025. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
But I think it's huge. I think you're going to see the Big 12 dissolve, and
Unless you have someone go to the Big 12, unless you have like a Notre Dame,
why would
like
they?
a team, someone that
If
doesn't
you-
have
I would.
You don't
Notre
wanna
Dame would
be-
more inclined to go to the Big Ten.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
be the dominant
Like,
team in your conference.
there's a
'cause
lot
then
of talk of
you're not going to get into the
there's
playoffs.
also a lot of talk of Notre Dame going to the ACC, which
Well, they have in the for basketball and stuff. They're
I
in
mean,
there.
but they're saying
already.
college. They're
Yeah.
talking
Well,
about
they were
them
in
going.
there.
But I mean, honestly, I've watched Notre Dame. I feel like if they were to go to
That's
any,
because you're a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah. I would say they go to the
Sorry
Big
to
Ten.
do that.
No, they're going ACC.
I get that, but I mean, I think a better fit for them competition wise would be the Big Ten.
Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't mean it's going to happen.
It's not. But go ahead.
All right.
All right.
Let's keep going.
All right.
Notre Dame.
Let's
Well, that's enough for college news. That's enough for college news. You can hit the button on them anytime. It's been a few weeks since we've hit the button. We'll start with some injuries then. So Carson Wentz, foot injury. A lot of mixed reports. All right. At first they're like it's no big deal. He'll be back. Then they said it was season ending. Then they said it was indefinite. Now he's getting a second opinion. The last I saw is he's likely to be out for 12 weeks. That's 12 weeks as of now,
Yeah.
not 12.
At first, I
Season
heard
weeks.
6, and then before I came here, I heard the 12.
Yeah.
I mean,
So that's half the season almost.
Can't say healthy.
that's a you're paying a lot for
Is it
someone
12 weeks from
who's
today,
very
or is it
fragile.
12 weeks? So 12 weeks from today.
That's the original, but he's going to see a foot
Yeah,
specialist.
if he gets
so
that
it could change.
surgery, I mean, I don't
think
gotta
it's 12 weeks
factor-
in the surgery because it's not even. They're not even sure he needs surgery. It's one option.
Dude, it's Carson Wentz. The guy's gonna need surgery. Let's call it like we see it.
Man.
So let's say 12 weeks is true.
Yeah.
Who's the backup quarterback?
It was Jacoby Brissett, but he's gone.
It's
He's in Miami
Nate
now.
Easton or whatever.
Jacob Eason.
Trade for
Jacob
Nick
Easton.
Foles.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the real question is
Yeah.
they have to bring someone in, right? You can't
Yeah.
you can't start the season.
They have the
Yeah.
kid was in Georgia, right?
I have no idea. It's his second year. I know that.
Eason or
Yeah,
whatever.
I think he was the
Yeah.
kid in Georgia.
I know they're likely in the quarterback market now. They have to be.
Oh,
You you can't rely. I mean, just even if you believe in this Easton kid, you need somebody behind him to
You can't
drive
'cause
competition.
essentially he's a rookie.
Yeah.
I mean, has he even taken any snaps?
No, but at least this
Yeah.
is a great time for an injury.
Yeah.
Right, because
Oh,
it gives you plenty of time to ramp
You
up the
can
next
still
guy.
figure it
out.
You
I'll
can
take-
even change the playbook if you have to.
Hey,
but,
we'll take a
The
second
problem
round pick
is
for
that you
Trubisky.
paid a lot for they paid a lot for Wentz. You know, they
I mean, injuries happen more with him than most other
Yeah.
people.
Exactly.
But
which is why.
But this is the thing with the Colts. Some teams, like the Jets or something, might not go out and spend a bunch of money to bring some. The Colts are a good team. They're a playoff team.
that's why
You
it's such
need
a big
you
deal.
need like a decent
Yeah.
quarterback to win.
You just need they just need a game manager.
a couple of those
just
games.
a game manager because they
Because
have a
that
running
defense-
back.
yeah.
They have a defense. They have the offensive weapons. Like
They have arguably the best
Yeah.
offensive line in football now.
Absolutely.
That Green Bay's
They
offensive
just
line
need a
kinda
game
went
manager
to other
right
places.
you know, are you going to get a game manager out of the rookie?
All right, so
No,
let's do
not
this.
really.
Let's do this and then move on. Let's all name one quarterback that we think maybe they could trade for.
All
Let
right,
me go first.
Yeah.
Trubisky from the Bills. We'll take a second round pick for him.
There's no way you'd get a
you're not going to get a second round pick.
Possibly
Trubisky.
third.
Let's try 7.
I
if you're
think
lucky.
Yeah.
I think they could pry Gardner Minshew away.
Oh,
They will
that's
have
a
to
good one.
they'll have to
That-
overpay a little
Minshew-
bit because it's
Minshew's-
interdivision.
Yeah,
But I think there's a chance they could pry Gardner
That's a
Minshew
Good one. I
away.
like that one a
Why
lot,
would you
actually.
take?
I
Why would you
like-
take someone like that when?
Because
You're
I
not
feel
gonna-
like
like, you're
he's got
gonna-
higher upside in Carson
dude,
Wentz. Why wouldn't you
Minshew,
take him?
He's got
Minshew,
upside.
puts in the
Minshew,
work.
I like him a lot. My point is, if you have Carson Wentz, why would you go
'Cause
out and
he's
try to
free.
get someone?
because
He's
Wentz
he's
is
making like
fragile.
$480,000 a year. He makes nothing.
Yeah.
He's the perfect guy to bring
He's
in.
what in his third year
Yeah,
this
third
year.
season.
He's got 2
He's
years
got 2 more
left.
years
Yeah,
left on
2
his
years left, and
contract. He was a 7th round pick. You fucking
Less
pick
than
his ass
half
up.
a
But
million,
say
less than half a
he
million
lights
dollars.
it up, and they want to keep him. What do you do?
You
That's
keep
a
it.
good problem.
You-
That's a
no,
good
if
problem.
he lights it up,
what if?
you
Because that's a
keep
good
it.
problem.
If I had to
Like-
guess, he lights it up. You can probably cut Carson Wentz after this season, and there's likely saving money. against
I'm
the
sure
cap.
there's something within that
I'm
contract.
sure
The Colts knew what they were getting into.
I'm sure he's got injury language in his contract. All right, Aaron.
Mine's wishful thinking. Obviously, I want Nick Foles off the Bears.
I
Foles has a connection.
thought you were going to say Jimmy G.
I mean, Jimmy G, yeah, but I mean, I'd rather whatever. EIU.
He really wants Nick Foles off the
I
bench.
love Jimmy G. But for me, it's Nick Foles. I mean, he knows the coach.
DJ Showtime. We'll get to you in a second.
He
but-
knows the offense. He better not be shit dog. That's
No,
all.
he's not. He's asking about the Cubs. We'll talk about the Cubs.
I told you. I said if
Aaron
Showtime
said-
brings it up.
Aaron is
I said if
very-
Showtime brings it
Aaron
up,
said
I will
Showtime's
talk.
going to talk about the Cubs.
Cubs trying
Aaron
to shit
is very
everybody.
upset.
Fire sailing, but hold
All
on.
right, all right.
Anyway, I think Foles, he knows the coach, he knows the system. It helps the Bears out fucking just drop that money so that potentially we
Why
can
does he know
sign-
the system?
Because
Frank Reich was his
Reich
coach.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that? Oh, okay.
when he won in Philly.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's mine.
All
And
right.
it's actually, I mean, I think it's a good,
Huh?
honestly, a good target for them.
Yeah.
But I don't think they want that contract where they're already paying Carson Wentz
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
30-something million.
Well, it would be one of those things where the Bears
The
would
Bears
pay
would
half his
still-
contract.
Yeah, and honestly,
And I think
dude,
the Eagles
for
honestly
Wentz,
did that with Wentz.
For Wentz,
too,
it's not. I mean, not
Worth
Wentz, but for Foles, I mean, he doesn't have to completely uproot. You're just moving to the next state over. Like,
That doesn't matter.
Well,
What's the
you're-
difference?
moving to Indianapolis.
Does Wentz
Corn?
want? Does
There's a
Wentz
slogan
want?
in the
friggin-
90s.
But
There's
does
more than
Wentz
corn
want
in
Big
Indiana.
Dick Nick coming in and stealing another friggin' spot?
He got him a ring.
Dude,
He
that would be some shit, though.
That would. That
That'd be
would.
That would be
That's
some
like the-
shit, and maybe
Yeah.
that's the reason why they don't go for Foles, because that could backfire.
No.
Carson Wentz
Yeah.
cries in the locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
I
he
mean-
cries in the locker room.
Oh, he definitely does. He definitely does.
He
Carson
cries.
Wentz is
He's
a
a
bitch.
ginger.
He does. He does. So, mine. You said Jimmy G before, and I like that one.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy G is a real thing, but I'm going to go with my first thought, which was Jameis Winston.
No, he's going to be starting for the Saints.
Yeah.
Well, then I'd say either one of them, right? I think they have problems if they keep both.
I don't.
Because they have so much money tied up.
It
in
would
both
have
of
to
them.
be Jameis Winston because Taysom Hill's dick is so far down Sean Payton's throat that would be Jameis or nobody.
Yeah, and you know
It
what?
would be Jameis or nobody.
It could be Jameis seeing how Michael Thomas isn't playing right now. So, I mean,
I don't think
Who-
we'll get into that sort
but
of there.
who's Jameis throwing to?
I think Michael Thomas might have played his last snap for
I
New
agree.
Orleans.
I agree.
Nolans? Probably.
I agree.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
We'll find out, y'all.
I think he's over him. All right.
Who dat?
Let's go to a more positive side of training camp. I started the segment off by saying don't believe the hype, but we're gonna go straight into the
Get
fucking
ready.
hype. Straight into the hype. All right. So
Wait.
we're gonna talk rookies. We'll start with wide receivers. The rookie wide receivers. This is like a new trend, right? Like
Yeah.
3 years ago, it was 3 years. You don't expect anything out of a rookie wide receiver for 3 years, right?
Year-
Their third
year
year,
three.
yeah,
Year
their
three.
third year is
Year
their
three.
breakout year. That was like, and then it kind of trickled into their second year. And now all of a sudden, like Jefferson last year,
The
flipped
game-
the whole
the
fucking
game
script.
These kids are athletic.
They
freaks.
are, man.
Yeah.
They are.
And on
they're more
top of being athletic
prepared.
freaks,
And,
are also smarter, too.
Yeah.
They're digesting the playbook. They're knowing the routes.
so the
Easy.
the two standouts, and I'm going to make sure that you know that Colby called out these standouts,
I did
not
call
me.
him out. I did. This was all me.
Jalen
Of
Waddle,
course.
Okay.
and
Jalen
Devontae
Waddle.
Smith, which is who you would expect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were the first two off the board. That's who you'd expect. Everyone
they
debated.
weren't Jamar
Jamar
Chase.
Chase.
Oh,
Jamar
you're right.
Chase.
You're right.
But the
you're
funny
right.
thing is, I haven't heard anything about Jamar Chase
haven't
this
heard
offseason.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
me either.
anything noteworthy.
Did all three of them go back to their college quarterbacks? No, just
No.
Chase and Waddle.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts was in.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts was they were friends at Alabama, but he was in Oklahoma when.
So let's do this then. Wide receivers, and then we'll talk quarterbacks for a
Yeah.
second. Of the rookie wide receivers, who's going to have the best year? Colby starts off.
I'm going to say Devontae Smith just because who else is Jalen Hurts throwing to?
Yeah, no
I mean,
competition.
he's
Two
the
tight
number one
ends and
guy.
him.
Yeah. He's going to get a ton of targets. It's not like Jalen Waddle's got to split targets with Devontae Parker, Albert Wilson showing out in camp, Mike Gesicki. He's got competition like for targets. I mean, the ball's going to be
You
spread
forgot
around more.
probably our number one wide receiver.
Albert Wilson.
I actually think Albert Wilson might be our number one wide receiver, but no.
You guys signed what's his name?
Oh, Kenny
Texans.
Stills or
No.
Kenny
Kenny
Stills.
No.
You guys had Kenny Stills.
Former Dolphin.
Yeah, former Dolphin. My bad.
Who
Might
did he
be.
just signed from?
That was part of the Larry McTunnell
Texans.
thing or whatever, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh,
You just signed, who you signed? You signed
People
someone
talking
from-
at once.
just fucking talk. Just tell us.
Yeah,
You're the
yeah.
Dolphins fan.
Well, also Preston Williams. I actually love Preston Williams. And
I mean, I know from last year that you love Preston.
I do love Preston Williams. I think he's going to be good. But no,
You
I'm
caught him
talking
jerking
about
off to him
Texans
that one
guy.
time.
I'm
That was
actually
like-
blanking on his name right now.
That was not awkward.
You're flanking on one of your players.
I am.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
All right. So you said
Devontae Smith,
Devontae
just
Smith.
because of the amount of volume he's
not
gonna
Jamar
see.
Chase, because Jamar Chase doesn't have that much competition either.
You
AJ
got
Green
T.
left.
Higgins and Tyler Boyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler
That's a lot of competition.
I'm with Devontae Smith. You just thought of who
Well,
else do they have?
He's got
outside of tight
Marquise
ends?
Goodwin or something
Like-
like that. I think is the only other decent
I mean,
wide receiver.
I'm going to
they
say
have.
Jamar Chase
Mar-
because
Marquise
I'm not
Goodwin?
sold on.
He's on the Bears.
I'm not sold on fucking Fields.
What?
Did I say that right?
No,
No.
Jalen
Nope.
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
It doesn't matter who the quarterback is.
You're
He's
not
going to
allowed to
get
drink
10
Jim
targets.
Beam.
Yeah,
He's going to
dude,
get
it's
10
just-
targets.
it's bottom
you need
shelf-
to drink
It's
that?
this bottom
You
shelf
gotta
bourbon.
polish
Dude,
that
we're all
off
going to be
now.
hungover
I
like
know.
we've never been hungover
Yeah.
tomorrow. Just because
Yeah,
I'm not
fine.
sold on.
Motion sickness pills that helps the next day. Anyone tell you? I swear to motion sickness pills. Take a little Dramamine, hangover goes away.
All right.
You could tell he's our designated alcoholic.
Yeah.
Former, I mean,
Yeah. I'm not sold on Hurts, and I get what
Take
you're
some
saying.
Dramamine, sir.
I get what you're saying, but I think the Bengals have a recipe for wide receivers. I think they have a quarterback that they want to air it out with.
No, definitely.
I think
Yeah.
they have a mediocre running game without a great line, and they have a
terrible
atrocious defense.
they have a quarterback who will finish the year top 10 quarterback in the league. And
well, if his
absolutely
leg
top
stays
10
attached to his
yeah.
body.
in fantasy as well. I mean,
Yeah.
he'll do fine. He'll do fine.
I like Boyd. I kind of like Higgins, but they have set roles, and I think
Catch the ball.
yeah.
Run
I
your
think
catch
Chase,
the ball.
I think
Shake the
Chase can
defender.
come in. I think he's going to be more comfortable with Chase than he is with Higgins, and
Oh yeah, it's his boy.
I
Yeah.
think Chase finishes as the rookie wide receiver one. Where you at?
I agree with the Jamar Chase, unless Deshaun Watson gets traded to the Dolphins.
Ooh, I love it.
If Deshaun Watson gets
Is
traded to the
this
Dolphins,
what if?
We'll
if
get
he
there.
gets,
We'll get there.
if he
He's jumping the
gets,
gun.
if he
He
gets
is jumping
traded,
the gun.
as
The Bills
much
get
as I
swept.
hate, I mean, they're not going to beat the Bills. So let's just, stop that. They're going to be second in the
All right, give him
AFC.
5 seconds. He may argue this with himself.
So
I love it. Ah. Does anybody need to top off? But I see ice.
Yeah.
So-
He's
like-
Give us a
eyesight
little
a
bit.
baby over
All
there.
right, so
There we
this is
go.
a call out. If you haven't seen the button press before, because it's been a few weeks, The button
Sorry, I got
is-
spilled over. A little over.
the button is two people on the panel arguing here. So my close friend and retarded.
Whoa.
R word.
You're right. All right.
Anthony's
Ridiculous.
sitting right
Just
next
for
to you.
that.
Don't use that word.
His feelings.
Says that the Dolphins with Watson will not beat the Bills.
they will
Say,
not.
go talk.
They will not win the East. I think the Bills are winning the AFC this year. First of all, Josh, you can say what
Don't hit
Josh.
a bullshit button.
Listen, Josh Allen's coming off one of his greatest.
Still
year
got
yet.
spanked
He
by the
looked
Chiefs. in the AFC
unbelievable.
A great.
He
season.
has
Mhm.
he has his weapons come back. He has it's just they look really good. Stephon
All right,
Diggs.
all right.
Stephon Diggs is
Chin,
already
chin.
he already has 1 year under his belt, and towards the end of the year he came on stronger
You
than
know he's got so much accountability.
you know.
He used that word, and I was like blown
accountability
away.
in quite
Listen.
some time.
Deshaun Watson would be coming into a new team, have to learn a new playbook. You're not gonna beat a team that is as good as the Bills. It's just not going to happen. You can say what you want, but it's not going to happen.
All right.
So
That's cute and all. That's fine. The Miami Dolphins with Deshaun Watson are the best team in the NFL. All right. And here's why I say that.
You can't drink this Jim Beam anymore. Because
Here's why I say that. Because the Dolphins had the number one defense for 16 weeks last year, and then they got blown out by the Bills. I will give you that.
How many points did the Bills score?
I will give you the second. Not the first game was close. Do you remember?
How many points did we score?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
Almost
50.
Almost 50 points.
The first game?
Yes.
I don't know. Whatever. It was really close. Then we put up 50. Then I don't remember what the final score was, but
It
it was
doesn't matter.
super close. Anyway, shut the fuck up.
We'll put the points up again.
Let him make his argument.
Yeah.
Let's decide who's
So-
shutting their drink.
The Dolphins defense was the number one defense in the NFL through 16 weeks. Then they completely fucked up week 17, and they dropped to like third or something like that. Still, one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Now, can I say something?
No,
real
you may
quick?
not.
I'm going to say something.
No.
Let him talk.
Yeah, when I'm
You're
done.
done, I'll say something.
Offensively, they have the second fastest wide receiving core in the NFL, maybe the first, but probably the second.
It's second. Yeah, it's second.
If it's top
It's
two wide
debatable. The
receivers,
year hasn't
if
started.
it's top
We don't
two wide
know.
receivers, it's definitely second. If it's entire wide receiving core,
receiver?
it's probably first.
I'd
That
still
says
say
something
second.
on the cord.
Anyway,
Cornell Powell's fast as shit.
running backs, I know they haven't like made any huge splashes with the running backs, but their running backs were extremely productive last year with an entirely rookie line. So now the line's going to get better. It's
Carol
their
Gaskin?
second year. Gaskins and Ahmed, both of them were unbelievable last year,
Yeah,
like
Carol
respectively
Gaskin.
for how bad. Carol Gaskin.
Ooh, fantasy football.
Fantasy football, dude. So you take the same running game, which is going to be better in the second year with the same offensive line. The wide receivers they brought in are a complete 10 steps above where they are. The defense is off the charts good already. You put Deshaun Watson on that team. He doesn't even have to do that much. If you put just a decent quarterback on the team, they won 10 games last year and they started
With
slow.
Fitzpatrick and Tua, man.
Yeah.
But you guys are acting like
You
Fitzpatrick
put-
is
you-
like the bottom of the barrel.
No, but
Washington's probably going to win their
Compared
division
to
because
Watson,
dude.
he is.
dude,
Oh, I know. He'll be much
arguing with
better
yourself right now. But let me just stop you.
It's not.
I don't want you to beat yourself up here.
Literally.
You're comparing a journeyman, and there's nothing's wrong
I love
with Fitzpatrick.
No.
Fitzpatrick.
Hell, I wish we signed him.
Fitzpatrick's my boy.
I wish we signed him over Dalton.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just be the first to say that. That being said, you're comparing a journeyman to an elite,
graduate.
to an elite quarterback that likes handies.
To the
Okay, you
to the
They all
third
are good.
third
You
best
are out of
quarterback in the
depth.
NFL.
You are coming onto a new
Second
team.
best
dude.
quarterback.
I'm not coming on
You're
anything
coming
yet.
onto it.
Second?
You're
What, Deshaun Watson?
I said third, yeah.
Yeah, I say second.
Yeah.
Who's the
All right.
second? in your
Let me
mind?
do it. How about we do this? Let me do real quick. We're just gonna do a side by
I was going to
side.
say something.
A quick side by
Real quick,
side.
because you're talking about the defense.
All right.
Why was one of the reasons they have one of the best defenses?
Because our coach is
They had lockdown
the
corners.
greatest coach.
Right? They had lockdown corners.
No, you know that.
No.
They had Xavier Howard.
They had one
There's a
lockdown
correct
corner.
answer
Byron
to
Jones
this.
is going to be better.
If you
this
have
year.
Watson on your team, where's Xavier Howard?
You're right.
On the Texans.
Yes.
Now you're taking a
Even
step back.
without Xavier Howard, we have a good secondary. Not as good, obviously.
I
I
mean-
think he's the best corner in football. But all right, let's do a quick side by side. All right. Watson and Allen. So quarterback play, pretty close, right? Allen had a better season statistically, but Watson was like QB4 on like one of the worst teams that's ever been assembled in the entire NFL.
Watson's
They're
been
both-
elite since his rookie
Yeah,
season.
and
They
they're
had-
both fantastic. All I'm
Because
saying
they
is
had
they're
the
close.
ball all the time.
All I'm saying is it's close, right? Wide receivers, maybe close, but the Dolphins have better wide receivers. The Dolphins have better wide receivers than the Bills.
Drinking.
You have one good wide receiver.
Stephon
Say his
Diggs
name.
Oh, we got to drink
Way
again.
better.
Son of a bitch.
Stephon Diggs is way better than any of the receivers on your team. Way better.
He's not way better.
Way better.
He's not way better.
Okay, who's the
better.
best? Who's the best receiver on your team? You don't even know his name. Exactly. Exactly.
Stephon Diggs
Exactly.
and Jerry Rice in their prime.
Exactly.
This is the best player.
You don't even know the best receiver on your team. You don't.
I am blanking on his name.
You
I will admit
don't.
that.
Cole Beasley is a
Parker.
better slot rig.
What?
Parker.
No, not Devontae
No.
Parker. We're talking about who they got from the Texans.
Cole Beasley.
Oh, Fuller.
Fuller! Jesus Christ, Fuller.
Dude,
Yeah,
Will
you
Fuller!
are you're struggling.
Dude, I got up
tonight,
at
bro.
3:30 this morning.
Oh man.
I've
And
been
we're
since
drinking.
3:30.
This is
Dude,
some
look what we've
toxic
done with
water.
this fucking bottle already.
Heyo! Don't fret!
Yeah.
We got another!
Another!
Oh, I can't wait to crack that one open.
This is the worst Hanukkah ever.
It doesn't. It's not
Yeah,
adding
let's
up.
All
open
right,
a
so
new
wide
bottle.
receivers,
open a
let's
new
call
bottle.
them close, even though they're not.
It's not.
Let's call them
We're
close.
Way better than
Running backs. Go ahead.
That's okay. You
Go ahead.
might have us in the running back.
All right, running backs. Dolphins. Defense.
I'm sorry, did you say
Clearly
bites?
Dolphins.
The running backs.
Your running backs are garbage. Your best running back is
Tre'Davious
Trubisky, bro.
He's not a running back.
As a corner,
No, I moved to defense.
Defense.
He's trying to make the argument right now that the Bills have a better defense than the
The
Dolphins.
Bills'
Go
defense
ahead.
is fucking terrible.
If you have Watson, right, then
We lose one corner.
Xavier's not, and then
That's
who's
not
Tre'Davious White's a better corner than any of those corners on your team.
Tre'Davious White and Byron Jones are in the same ballpark. White's better.
White's
are
younger,
obviously
but-
White's
drinking.
better.
Yeah.
White's better.
White's definitely better.
Yeah, he's better. He's better. But our safeties are better. Our linebackers are better. Our edge
Your
rushers.
safety.
You have no edge rushers.
We have the.
Say his name.
We have the best.
That's what I'm
All right,
saying.
we're done. We're
All
done
right,
with
we're
this. You know what
tandem
this
safety in
argument?
the league.
That these guys.
Best.
I do like
safety.
Javon Holland. He's my Oregon boy. He's going to be sick.
He's a rookie.
No, I know he is. I'm
That's
not saying.
fine.
I'm saying he's going to be
He's a
sick.
rookie.
You know, Minka Fitzpatrick on his rookie year lit up the fucking league.
He's a rookie.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Who won the argument, guys?
I mean,
It's
The initial argument was the
This is
Dolphins with
twice.
Watson and without Xavier Howard versus the Bills with no changes.
and his argument was sweeping the Dolphins.
No,
He
he
was
was
talking
talking
about
about
we
that.
win the East.
It just,
Yeah,
winning,
winning
winning,
the
the,
AFC.
winning the division.
winning the division, Dolphins with Watson.
You are. Jesus. You guys are blowing
What do you-
Vinny. I'm telling you, you're.
Why don't you let
Dude,
Cody
I
out?
said
I'm
anything. I was
a-
actually siding with you because he thinks the fucking
Anthony,
Dolphins have the best team in the
Anthony, feel
AFC
free to
with
sweet talk
Watson.
us
I said
anytime throughout the
He said
night.
NFL.
Yeah.
He's.
You don't even have the
All
best
right,
team.
well, then we tied. We're both
It's a
drinking.
tie. Well, come on, we'll all just take a sip. We don't know how to check. I was I was going with you. You said
Anthony
let me
says
talk.
Stephon Diggs.
You
like
started to
10
argue with
times.
yourself then. You don't let me
See,
talk.
that's what stops you. You argue
All
with
right.
yourself.
Oh, he does. You do argue with yourself. All right, we're going slow. Let's speed this shit up.
All right.
Go, go,
What-
go.
We're gonna
we
talk
have any
about-
questions here.
We got a Cubs question. We'll get to
All
it in
right.
a second.
Oh, shit! With the shot of the week, baby.
Seven of each.
Shot of the week. For those of
Shot
you who joined us
of the week.
last
Yeah.
week, you saw our show completely come off the rails after Shot of the Week.
This is
Yeah.
where shit goes sideways, I believe.
So Shot of the Week, for those of you who are just joining us, is whoever's week it is. This week is Colby's. He takes a proverbial shot at a person, player, team, whatever he feels like. It's an opportunity to just rant. And then we all take a shot of whatever is in that box, no matter how disgusting it is, and then we move on with our lives.
surprise, surprise.
Very upset.
Yeah.
Last week, Anthony brought us a plastic bottle of Fireball
100%.
and
Mine's
took
glass.
a shot.
Mine is
Graciously
glass.
bestowed
And
us.
took a shot at me / the Dolphins. Colby,
So this week, you want me to unveil the shot of the week, or do we want me to
however you feel, it's your show.
bring the shot glasses out? Because I'm going to talk while the shot glasses are coming out. My shot of the week's leading into our next segment, and I'm always going to say this. I'm going to do 2 shots of the week because fuck the Raiders, because I hate the Raiders. That just feels good to say that.
I feel for everybody it feels good to see that.
But my shot of the week's Aaron Rodgers. Fuck that guy for folding like a piece of shit. He should have stuck to his guns, but he didn't. He was a baby back bitch. The Dolphins, or not the Dolphins, the Packers just got their way with him. I think he's going to be in Green Bay for 2 more seasons, and he's a bitch. He should have stuck to his guns and fucking sought this whole thing out. He's a bitch.
Wait for my.
Aaron, he cried himself to sleep.
I thought you were going to
First off.
defend it.
Oh, yeah, pour us a shot. Let's go.
Yes, Aaron Rodgers is a baby back bitch.
However, the only thing I
Oh wait,
disagree
let's
with.
see what we're unveiling here.
The only thing I.
What is this?
Wicked pickle whiskey, baby.
Ah.
What the fuck is this?
Spicy pickle whiskey.
Yeah,
And
you can sign me up.
you can smell it through the top of the bottle.
That's spicy.
Oh, that's a spicy pickle.
It smells more
Actually,
spicy than pickle.
Oh,
If you read it, it's one stiff pickle.
It is one stiff.
You know
Speaking of
it's good.
stiff
Oh
pickles,
my
Deshaun Watson.
Oh
I have
my
a
God, I smell
feeling.
the jalapeno.
Yeah.
I smell a fucking jalapeno.
I have a feeling
All right,
this
Aaron, while
is.
he's pouring
oh
this,
my
what's
God,
your
oh my
what's your
God.
what's your
Not argument. My only disagreement is just like,
Oh, that's
Jesus.
Anthony's.
that's Anthony's.
No. Poor
I'll
mine.
pour yours like a professional.
No, give that one to Anthony.
You better that thing better be fucking overflowing.
I mean, let's be real. The last shot of the week, I drank half the bottle. So
Yeah.
Who drank
You want
half
to talk
the
about
bottle?
what you did after the show?
This is
we're
going to
not
be.
talking about
You assaulted my
Yeah.
quiche on multiple occasions. Anyway,
probably because I couldn't find you the first.
So
six
what about-
times.
time to go.
You're going to defend Aaron Rodgers here. You're
I'm not
defending
defending. I will say
You're a cocksucker.
I don't like the Packers
You
as
are.
an organization. I don't like Aaron Rodgers.
I can
He's a great
smell it.
human. I don't like him as a
He's not a
quarterback.
great human. He's
Anyway, oh yeah, who shacked up with?
Did you
Dude,
take a sip?
No, yeah.
I don't
just
know.
smelled it, which was a mistake. Don't smell it.
Yeah,
It's in my drink.
I poured some
Oh
in his
my
drink. I poured some in his drink.
Fucking
I
horrible.
love it.
All right. Let's just
You're,
do this
I-
shot.
you're
Yeah,
a fucking
whatever.
piece of shit. You
Let's
are.
move on. Let's do this shot and move on. Chin
Hey,
chin.
fuck the Packers. Is that what we're
Fuck the
doing?
Packers.
Fuck
And
the
fuck
Packers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Fucking
There it
yeah,
is.
we'll leave it at that.
That was delicious.
That's actually not bad.
Way better than I thought it was going to be.
I'm not kidding.
I don't even need to chase it.
No. That's not bad. It
It
tastes like
wasn't- I'm
spicy
making
pickle
faces.
Look at
juice.
these soft
I'm
bitches.
making
That was
faces.
delicious.
Listen, I'm calling myself out. I'm making faces, but that wasn't bad.
No, it
No,
tastes
fuck
like.
you, that's not good.
Pickle and jalapeno.
Yeah, you ever buy like spicy pickles?
Yeah,
like that's
tastes
what it
like
fucking tastes
the-
like.
No.
The hell, Grillos.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Grill.
love picklebacks. Like if we go out, we're
This
doing
is
picklebacks.
pickleback.
Dude, I see many a pickle in your
It's
mouth.
literally
Hey, yo.
pickleback and
He loves
fucking-
pickles in the back.
Oh my
You want to put
And
that
the
over there
front.
to get it out of the way, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
that
not gonna
bottle.
keep it. You're not gonna keep
No,
it. In
fuck
there?
that.
No, that's like a one and done.
You know, I
feel like
thought-
you
I'll-
I
overdid
thought
it.
it was gonna be worse than it was.
That was good.
So did
I
I.
actually enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We'll do a review on that later. We'll
Yeah,
actually
stay
we'll
tuned
follow
for
that. We'll follow it up.
Next up is Aaron Rodgers. But before we go there,
Fuck
our
Aaron
friend of
Rodgers.
the show, DJ Showtime 12,
DJ Showtime.
he wants to change sports for a second. He wants to talk about the Cubs. Aaron,
Yeah,
Cubs fan,
Yeah, Showtime. Let me tell you right
Chicago
now,
native.
I told Vinny, I said, listen, man, I like to talk about the Cubs, but I'm not going to say anything unless DJ Showtime brings it up.
Yeah.
That was
Sorry. True story.
I said, I'm not going to.
Oh, I made sure I said something to him yesterday.
It is a heartbreaking fire sale right
Can you
now.
name all of the people that they've traded away?
Lester, fucking solid pitcher. Kimbrel, solid pitcher. Javier Baez.
Who missed?
Rizzo. Fucking
Chris
Brian-
Rizzo?
Brian.
You said Chris Rizzo?
No, he
said
just said
Rizzo.
Rizzo.
Oh, all right.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
'Cause where'd he go?
Rizzo?
Yeah.
Rizzo went to the game.
Yankees.
Oh, that's
I
right.
told you that earlier today, you son of a
He
bitch.
knows he's just being a
Being a
typical
gobble
Yankees
Yeah.
Real fucking gobble.
That's
Typical
right.
Yankees fan.
Yeah.
Javier went to the Mets.
All right,
Enjoyed
now let me
that.
say this.
Like,
Let me ask you a question halfway through this.
Yeah.
Now, there's a time in every sports team in every league,
Oh yeah.
there's a time to break down and rebuild. That's clearly what they're doing. They've
Yeah.
sold every
Yeah.
reasonable talent, and what they're getting for those talents are not veteran players.
No,
They're
no,
prospects.
The
The
Chicago Cubs have become a fucking farm league right
So
now.
Yeah.
yes, so
It's awful.
The Royals have
Fast-
been at farm league.
so obviously they've waved the white flag for
Yeah.
2021, maybe for 2022. But are you
Definitely
excited about their future?
Ask me in 5 years, because as of right now, no.
DJ Showtime, are you excited about the future? I feel like if
When is
if this
DJ
was the-
Showtime going to get on camera and take a fucking shot?
I invited him in our
He's-
drunken stupor.
he's-
I invited him.
He's over there
He's a
being in the
smart man.
background, just kind of hiding in the shadows.
I'll comment every now and then.
And I
But
don't like it.
if this was the Mets or the Dolphins, which it has been, teams go either two ways, right? They're either perennial mediocre
Mediocre,
teams,
yeah.
and they make a few changes every fucking year, and they end up 50-50.
the Cubs fucking ripped the
Or
Band-Aid off.
yeah,
They fucking ripped that son
or
of a
they
bitch off.
completely, or they go
You can even say that.
Browns
They were worse.
Yeah.
a
They ripped
couple
the
years
bandage
ago,
off,
they
they
go
ripped the
Dolphins a
scab
couple
off,
years
they
ago,
fucking
they go
skin. holding the band-aid
And they
on.
They break the team down and they rebuild it from scratch the way we want to. Do you think you're getting new coaches and GMs?
We already got a new coach in Grandpa Rossi, who I thought was going to hold it down. But, I mean, obviously, I don't think these decisions came from him. And the problem is, like, who do we resign? For how much more? Like, you know, and that was the problem Chicago was coming down with, which every team essentially has.
You got to pay somebody, but then you just get rid of all of them.
You fucking got rid of every motherfucker on that team that had an ounce of talent. And now all we got is prospects.
Yeah.
It's going to fucking suck for the next 5 years. That's the truth.
Could be 100 years.
Yeah. Could be another 108.
DJ Showtime says it's the same thing they did 10 years ago when they picked up Brezzo and Bays. As kids.
Hey, Showtime, get on camera, take a shot, and just stop fucking talking.
He said it hurts, though. It hurts.
It does hurt. It hurts anyone that's a fucking fan.
But the year they weren't gonna do anything this year, right? They started off hot, but they began worse and worse and worse.
Fucking June slaughtered the fuck out of them.
They went Mets. They went full blown Mets.
Yeah. I mean, they were like winning every fucking game, and then fucking June happened, and fucking shit fell apart at the seams.
So they weren't going to win this year, right?
I don't think
that doesn't matter.
Ever seen.
In my opinion, you're sacrificing next year for your future.
That's what I'm telling you. In 5 years.
You think in 5 years?
Yes, in 5 years.
Some of the prospects they got can start tomorrow.
Dude, listen, man, I get it, but they're prospects. In the next 5 years,
prospects on teams that didn't just sell every single like the water.
But again, man, in 5 years, we will know if this shit paid off or not.
You'll know if it paid off then. I'm asking if in 2022, in 2023, how optimistic do you feel like you're going to be? Like off the
World
charts?
Series? Or like
just about
playoffs?
the team in general.
Dude, I can't.
The Dolphins are not going to win the Super Bowl this year with Tua, but I am super
That's a shitty attitude.
But I am super optimistic about them as a team. I think this is the year.
Bears are winning with Justin Fields.
Yeah, right. I think this is the year that Tua finds himself as a professional football player. They have 2 first-round picks next year because the Texans are dumb fucks.
They are.
And they're going to add more talent where they need it. And then the entire team's going to be 27 years or younger, and they're going to be fucking they're going to be the Chiefs. Like
they're going to get blown out by the Chiefs.
That's a different process with football and baseball, and I understand.
Yeah, I
get it.
I actually think it's an easier process with baseball because you have way fewer people that you have to deal with.
I mean, I don't know. We'll find out.
I just hope they got good prospects.
I'm heartbroken by this. I understand it's business at the end of the day.
Devontae Adams. Do we have something to say about Devontae Adams, guys? This is bourbon and footballs.
It's just just balls.
It's balls.
Bourbon and baseball.
I mean, there's footballs in the glass, but it's definitely footballs. It's balls, which implies all.
DJ Showtime, I'm not even going to read this comment out loud because I feel like you're just name dropping at this point. Anybody who wants to see how much of a baller DJ Showtime is, you can read the chats yourself.
What did he say?
Fucking turd.
What did he say?
I'm going to a charity event, this and that.
Going to a charity event? What
charity? He's raising money for Anthony, obviously.
Whatever
condition.
What condition does he have?
I'm not going to say you already dropped the R-bomb.
Let's talk the Packers. Let's talk Packers. So, we're going to combine these two, right? So, Aaron Rodgers, he signed a deal. He caved, as Colby would put it. I disagree with that.
Dude, he shit
I think he got exactly what he wanted.
For 20 fucking minutes, he shit on
Green Bay Packers.
The front office.
I think he got exactly what he wanted.
He's like, listen, man.
What, a Packer for 2 more years? He did his whole offseason thing.
Let me have some decisions.
And he's going to be a Packer for 2
And
more
let's acknowledge the fact that the front office are dumb fucks. I wish there'd be someone on Chicago's team that could say, the front office, they don't know where their dicks are. And leave it at that, and drop the mic and walk away.
Well, I'm glad you
always got to make it about the Bears.
I know.
It's an analogy.
So you're saying you like the Green Bay Packers more than
Chicago Bears? I hope the Packers.
That's what I heard. He respects the Packers more than
smack out their front teeth every single one.
All right, so Aaron Rodgers signs his new deal. He cannot be tagged. I think he has an out next year.
He doesn't have an out next year.
Doesn't have an out, but there's
his they wrote his contract to expire the day before he's able to franchise tag him.
Yeah.
after the 2022 season. So he's a Packer for 2 more seasons.
Okay. Devontae Adams.
If the Packers decide to be like, hey,
He's a Packer for 2 more seasons.
you're going to go to
No,
whatever,
he's got a no trade clause. Don't be ridiculous.
No, that got reworked.
No, if you think he doesn't have a no trade clause, you are out of your
That's not
fucking
a
mind.
he has a word.
I will slam this fucking button again. I can't. I already hit it once. I'm only allowed to hit it one time.
I'm just saying.
Of course he has a no trade clause.
But I know that there was something reworked in there.
Not that.
He knows. He knows.
Yes. Dude, if you think Aaron Rodgers doesn't have a no trade clause, you're kidding yourself.
I'm not saying that. And I don't think Green Bay's gonna fucking give him to whatever Joe Schmo team. Obviously,
He's not going to the Canadian.
If they were going to
he
trade
ain't
him,
gonna play for the Canucks. He ain't gonna win the Grey Cup next year.
if they were going to trade him, they were going to trade him. At the
Exactly.
season.
No, he's
not getting
a
traded
Packer
this year for sure.
He's
And
a
he's gonna
Packer
get- they're
until
gonna
his
get a lot
contract
for him.
expires. He's a
They
Packer
have
until his contract expires.
All
I
right,
don't think it's ever happened.
So do
I
you
don't
think he's going to hold out next year, or do you think he just bent over?
may.
He's gonna do what he did this year. He's gonna hold out until
Yeah,
training
he'll-
camp starts. He's gonna show up to training
think
camp
so?
like a fucking bitch. He's gonna show up to training camp like a
The
bitch.
second
he'll
part of
bitch
this
out.
story is Devontae Adams. He's been negotiating all year. He's one of those wide receivers, and Xavier Howard, I know, is one of those corners too. Before you throw it in my face.
touching you.
Hey,
I'm dripping sweat.
He's
Shut the
blaming
fuck up.
his ball sweat for me touching
cool.
him. All right?
You've got microphones, and I will mute them. Shut the fuck up.
Mute them.
Devontae Adams. He's in the last year of his contract. Ended contract negotiations, and he and Aaron Rodgers co-tweeted a Last Dance tweet.
Yes.
To me, this is collusion.
It's
This is-
heavy on the collusion.
Yeah, right?
However, it's not the off season.
No, but this is collusion to me.
No,
I think going into this next offseason, Devontae Adams, who has the Packers by the balls, and Aaron
Who's got the
Rodgers,
Packers by the
who is just a
balls?
fucking pussy, I think they're
he's a
going to...
pussy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's a poussoir.
Oh, of course he's a pussy. I think they're going to
Fussy
package
poussoir.
themselves together, and I think they're going to be like, you make it work with both of us, or you don't make it work with
Bold
either of us.
statement
So-
for next year.
It's just you, but there's only
Adams,
3 teams.
Rodgers.
Is this a what if?
It's a what if.
If you
I
say
will
the
say-
Rams,
Wait.
you're breaking your fucking nose right now.
What if?
I don't think it's going to happen.
This better start with
All right. What if these two are fucking just in
They're fucking.
They're fucking. They're colluding. they're fucking just every
A
night.
lot of fucking going
And they're like, bye. We're fucking
on.
bye.
But
And
Rodgers
they're like,
can't do that, so it's not that
And
simple.
neither
He
can
got
neither
traded.
can Adams.
Adams, this is his
Adams,
last year
yeah.
as a
They
free
can
agent.
franchise tag.
Yeah.
True.
I was going to say,
Are you
they're
kidding?
both going to be a Packer.
maybe it's not a great.
They'll
what
both
if.
be a
Yeah,
Packer.
yeah,
They
whatever,
can
fuck it.
franchise tag. He doesn't have.
We're 2 years away from the 69
This is
weird.
the like
thing now.
out of 7
Sure.
episodes. This is probably the most insightful shit Anthony has said.
I know it's because he's unprepared.
I'm so unprepared.
He's unprepared. He's got a pickle back in his system.
Fuck.
Pour this man another pickle.
All right, let's go. What do we do?
No,
So,
I just-
anything else between Rodgers and?
No.
You know,
No,
the whole thing
still.
with Adams. You're
Yeah,
going to
this
have.
the whole
I didn't
thing.
say my only thing.
Oh,
That's
my
my
God.
only thing. It's my only thing.
God
you
damn
know,
you!
they're not going to go together because you're going to have to pick a team that has a stupid amount of money.
Broncos.
Okay, next year they might not. But now you're going to pay. Adams is going to be the highest paid receiver.
Well, he said he wants to, which I hate
He will.
players.
How
I
do
hate
you
players.
not?
He will.
He will.
But I hate players.
It's just
Every
it's hard
contract
to
just
think, though.
winds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what gets me
happen.
so frustrated with some of these guys because you had Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback.
Have.
Do it,
He's
but
still-
I'm saying do
It's
it
still
with
present tense.
you know, do it with another quarterback that isn't Aaron Rodgers. Do you put up those numbers?
No, of course not.
So are you really the best receiver? I
That's why I think they're a package deal.
but you have to have. There's only certain teams that can do that.
I think they're going full NBA,
I mean,
and they're going to be like take or leave.
Like
both.
They are.
Miami Heat back in
They
like
are.
2006.
because
or whatever the fuck
Brady
it
set
was.
the precedence for
He
that
did.
this past year.
It's precedent.
Precedent. You could have let that shit slide.
I could have.
bitch. You could have fucking let that shit slide.
But would I really be
Ass
being
ass.
myself?
I don't know. I don't see it happening. I don't see them going together. I see
They
Rodgers.
set the precedents for that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Presidents.
Obama, right?
Fuck everybody.
So
Deal.
From the bottom of my fucking.
I think Aaron Rodgers picks where he wants to go, and I see that being on the West Coast somewhere.
So where?
I mean, there's talk about.
Let me give you a what
I
if.
mean, the Raiders, they're
Let me give you a what if. First of all, Derek Carr is an underrated quarterback.
He is.
Derek
guy
Carr's
goes
an
for-
eyeliner wearing
He
bitch.
does wear
Yes.
eyeliner and jean jackets.
But just
That
because
is-
I hate jean jackets.
just because you're a bitch doesn't mean you're a good quarterback. Aaron
He's
Rodgers.
not a he's not.
He is a good quarterback. Anyway,
He's decent.
here's the what if then. What if Aaron Rodgers gets traded at the beginning of next offseason, whenever, sometime next offseason, and the and doesn't even matter. He gets traded next offseason. Does Devontae Adams still say, I want to be the highest paid wide receiver in the league and go to wherever he gets that money? Or does he take a little pay cut to stay with Aaron Rodgers because he knows Aaron Rodgers is the only reason he's the best wide receiver in the league?
It's not that easy because
it is easy.
whoever gets, if say just hypothetically say somebody trades for Rodgers, that's probably at least one, probably 2 first-round picks to grab him from the Packers. And then Devontae Adams gets franchise tag. You're gonna have to trade for Devontae Adams. Not just as easy as signing him.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's the problem that lies with both of them going to the same destination next offseason.
How many guys in the NFL really say, "Oh, I'm going to take a discount and stay with the team"?
Tom Brady.
It doesn't. Come on, but that's it.
Every Buccaneer.
Yeah, come on.
That's because
Anyone
Tom Brady's
that wants a
wife-
fucking ring.
It doesn't
because Tom Brady's
happen.
wife
It doesn't
makes more than
happen.
he does every
Oh,
year.
If
yeah.
you have, if you tell someone they're going to make, $10,000 less a year because you can play with your friend, they're going to tell you to fuck off.
No, but what if they
10
said
million, 10
I was
million,
gonna say, he'll
you
sign
will
up
make
for
10,000 less.
10 million a year? Come on.
You will make 10,000 less to play with your friend and fucking be a playoff contender. Okay.
I mean,
$10,000 less.
Well, no, I'm just
piggybacking
saying off what he said.
The number is stupid. The point I get.
yeah. I mean, it's not going to happen.
No, it's definitely.
Devontae Adams is going to go. Whoever's going to pay him be the highest paid
Yeah.
receiver. In the
No, I
league.
agree with that.
They're not going to.
I'm
They're
not-
not. He's not going to say.
He's not. I don't think he's going to.
Anyone would be foolish.
He'll be a Green Bay Packer for the next 4 to 5 years.
Listen, they're going to franchise tag him
I don't
unless
know,
they
I
can
mean-
trade him. which
Yeah,
is-
I mean, who
don't
knows?
see it
happening.
Maybe who knows? Let's fucking.
How many more years does
talk
Jair Alexander have in his contract?
He's young. He's only been there, 3 years?
This
3,
is
4 years?
this has to be like the first year he's eligible for because your third season their fourth season.
You get the.
Is it your third
I
or
think he's been there for 3 years.
No, your fourth year you get the 5th year.
Yeah. I was just trying to
It's
think
the
if they
beginning of
could
the year.
franchise tag Adams twice, but then that would mean they'd have to do it.
You can only franchise tag one person on your team.
Yeah, but you can
You
tag
can
him
do it
for 2 years
multiple
in a row.
times.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying,
is it 2 or 3? Because I feel like Kirk
the
Cousins
third
is
one-
franchise
do you
tag
tag-
like
do you
3rd
tag-
15
one costs $1
times.
billion.
Do you tag Jair or do you tag Devontae
You signed
Adams?
Jair to
Alexander.
you signed Jair.
If,
to
you
if
one.
signed
neither
him,
one of
you
them
signed-
sides, if neither one of them sides, you go and keep one. You keep Alexander.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely, I agree. That
He's
defense-
younger, and
defense-
corners are harder to find than wide
Yeah.
receivers.
I agree.
I don't think Alexander makes it to the franchise tag anymore.
Oh,
No,
they'll
no,
get
no.
him.
I see him.
All
All right. Too much.
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott.
Prescott.
Dak Prescott left practice with a shoulder injury this week.
That bitch.
I mean, I feel like after that comment, let's just go to the next segment.
He's gonna be back. He's gonna be fine. Let's move on. Zach Wilson.
There we go.
That bitch.
Does anyone really want to talk about the Jets? Next.
All right, Zach Wilson.
He was a turd.
Corey Cullum. Anybody know Corey?
Oh,
Corey,
yeah. me
Welcome
and-
to the show,
yeah.
Corey. Niners are gonna kill
know
it this
him.
year.
Yes, you do. You taught his son.
Oh, I do know his.
You taught his son.
Yeah,
All right, don't say his name.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm not saying his
you can't
name.
Put that stuff out.
This is there's a lot
He
of
got all excited until you said don't say his name. He's like, oh, yeah.
I
I thought what Vinny said.
I am fucking wrecked. Right
Oh, my God.
What?
If I
I'm
don't
trying
listen,
to protect
Did
everybody's
everybody just hear that? He just said he's
If I-
fucking erect.
yeah.
We're talking
He's
about
like, oh, my. If I don't
You what?
listen to
I'm
Vinny,
wrecked.
I'm not going to
No,
get
you did not say wrecked. You did not say
cannot-
wrecked.
I believe that he said that.
About
I'm going to
Schultz.
give him the benefit of the doubt.
He
I
did
believe
say
that he
wrecked.
said wreck.
He did say wreck.
I don't think he said
Please, Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Colby.
wrecked. Deal.
Zach Wilson. Zach
What
Wilson.
did
Let's
Corey
just.
say?
He said the 49ers are going to kill it this year.
He's a huge 49ers fan, and he still owes me money for the bill.
Anybody want to hit the button on Corey here?
No, because Corey's not going to drink.
Yeah,
Corey,
we don't know either.
Corey, if we hit the button, are you going to drink?
Is he going to jump on camera and talk?
He drinks Like
Corey,
vodka,
Corey,
Red Bull.
this
Hey,
is the.
Corey, do you drink Zimas? Do you drink Smirnoff Lights? Do you drink Bush NA?
Vodka Red Bulls. Is that?
Oh, that's got to be one of the.
Corey, if you're willing to defend the point that the Niners are going to kill it this year,
you have to find kill.
we'll send you a message. We'll give you the
you said
opportunity
right.
to go shot for
Yeah,
shot
yeah,
with
right,
Colby
right,
to argue
I
that
get it,
point.
I believe it.
Let us know. We'll get you hooked up.
We are.
All right, let's make fun of the Jets real quick. So
It's
the
not
Jets,
hard.
the last to sign their rookie quarterback,
Surprise, surprise.
they were so excited about it.
Hey, you have this set number that's in place. Let's wait a while to sign this deal.
Rookie
Let's wait
contracts.
until training camp starts.
Yeah.
The only
We'll get
thing
that shit
negotiable in rookie
Is
contracts
guaranteed
is the
money.
guaranteed money. That's the only thing
At the end of the
negotiable.
day, it's all. I mean, you're a quarterback. You're number 2 overall. It's fully guaranteed.
I mean, my
it's
thing
not
is-
fucking hard.
Who the hell do they have else on their roster that could step in? No one. Just fucking give the guy whatever the fuck he wants at this point.
Keys to the city, which is Meadowlands, New Jersey, or whatever it is.
Enjoy Jersey.
Have some fun.
Yeah.
Back in New Jersey.
I get fights in Jersey.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
surprised. It's the Jets. They
Newark
still.
smells like.
They're the only ones who could
Oh,
fuck up a
basically.
rookie contract.
Every time I
That's
fly
weird.
to Newark.
So he finally signs his contract yesterday.
Red eyes it to
Takes
New
a
York
red eye
today.
from LA to New York today. Which why the
That
fuck?
some bitch wasn't even in New York already.
Yeah, why weren't you
What
already in
a-
New York?
what a-
If you give me the option where it's like you can either
Well,
hang out
that's
in
not right.
California or you can hang out in New Jersey, I'm going to be in California.
Yeah, but you're employed.
He's not. He wasn't employed technically.
Oh come on!
With-
But he wasn't.
Technically.
Listen, he didn't have to pay a penny for that flight because his uncle owns JetBlue.
Does
So
I
100%.
don't
You
like
think
this
he
sad
flew Coach
character.
JetBlue
at
whenever
all.
he flew a private
JetBlue,
jet?
JetBlue
True, he
now
didn't
has
fly
a.
JetBlue.
He did not.
Why do the
He
Jets?
flew-
Why are the Jets
New York Jets
so
is what he
concerned with
flew.
signing dudes or drafting guys that you just want to fucking punch
They
him
just
in the
look.
face over?
They look like bad guys.
Like, I
from
want to
fucking-
punch you in the face, dude. You look like a villain from an '80s team.
I think the only
College
reason
movie.
you're even saying this is because you would 100% make out with Zach Wilson.
dude.
Dude, who would?
Zach Wilson's handsome as
He-
fuck.
he-
Let's
yeah,
be
he's good
honest.
looking.
His
He's
mom's fucking. I was talking about his mom for a hot second.
Oh, your wife doesn't watch our show?
No.
No, thank God. I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
All right, so he shows up, takes a red eye, complete garbage bag.
Yeah.
Just absolutely terrible.
The Jets reporters had zero positive to say.
Is it
That's
the red
why
eye,
Jersey has
or
so many trash bills.
is it the red eye, or is it the reason they didn't want to guarantee his whole contract?
It's the red. I think it's the red. I don't think
I mean,
it's tough to say. It's his first practice. Supposedly he's looked good. I mean, I think
even
benefit of
before
the doubt.
he was drafted, all the scouts said that this kid's like an asshole. He thinks
He
got
looks
God's gift.
like
He thinks
He
he's.
does look
But
like
he's so handsome.
he's a good looking asshole.
I wish I was that handsome.
He's the
So
perfectly
handsome.
bleached asshole that you just want to.
I think
I think Anthony would say tongue punch if
But
Well,
tongue jack
Verbiage is
that
Oh,
shit
correct.
box.
Anthony would tongue
Tongue
punch
jack,
that
yeah.
asshole for
Fart.
sure.
tongue punch the fart.
It's
Yeah.
tongue jack to shit box.
100% he'd tongue punch
So I mean, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be
Yes,
good though. I think he's gonna be a good
it.
quarterback.
So, let's expand it real quick.
based on good looks
Adversely, and obviously, the comments coming out of Jaguars camp is that Trevor Lawrence looks like God's gift to
The second
fucking
coming.
football.
God's gift to Tim
Yeah.
Tebow.
alone. Coming,
Yeah.
man.
So,
He's
Jesus
minus
is
the
on his
beard.
team.
so he looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, he
The
does
other rookie
expect
quarterbacks, nobody's heard a word about Trey Lance, right?
Yeah, I haven't heard
Mac Jones, we haven't heard much
They've all-
about.
They're saying
Number
they can,
50.
I've heard a lot of stuff about Mac
Go
Jones.
ahead, what have you heard? No,
I've heard Mac
Positives?
Jones. Oh yeah, I've heard that Cam Newton's not.
He's like
this
off.
year.
He's super smart, right?
Yeah,
He's not.
that's they can't. I guess he's been going over to
I'll
McDaniel's
bet
house.
money that Cam Newton starts this
They
season.
said he's been
Oh,
going
yeah.
to McDaniel's
He's
house and
starting.
hanging out.
That's just
because
weird.
he's just
Yeah.
so
Else?
smart.
Yeah, you know who else did that? Barkevius Mingo.
Yeah, but with the younger
And
one.
look what happened.
I mean,
Now it's
I
fighting jail
don't.
time.
Mac Jones played for Alabama. I don't like these guys coming out of these big schools. I think they're surrounded by talent.
Alabama, I mean,
What do you got against Alabama quarterbacks? I'll flip this fucking table.
historically,
I mean, historically, as the Chiefs fan, we had Brody Crowell from Alabama. He's fucking god awful.
Let's just hope that
Mine
Mac
is
Jones.
Tua.
Let's just hope Mac Jones throws the ball more than 10 yards down
Mine
the
is
field.
Tua.
Respect. What about your boy Aaron?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, and he's
Come on,
wasn't looking too hot at
There we
first.
go. We all know the
Wasn't
truth of
looking
this.
too hot at first,
There
but
Sort of coming out, it's like this is where the difference between the experience of being in the NFL.
So the
shows
report that you're
Dalton.
alluding to for the audience is
Yeah.
that Andy Dalton was far and away the best quarterback in camp this week.
Andy Dalton looked like
I
Peyton
mean-
Manning out there.
Well, compared to that
Which is
trash bag that they moved up to take.
which is very disheartening. But listen, to get real for a minute,
Let's get real.
I think. I mean, Dalton's Dalton. You know what you get with him. We had this conversation.
Dude, do we?
Yeah, I mean, what do you get with Andy Dalton?
You get vanilla
The
ice
audience
cream.
doesn't know.
You get vanilla ice cream with a cherry on top because
But that's fucking delicious.
A soulless vanilla ice cream.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
that
it's
shit
very-
is.
yeah.
The cherry on top you're alluding to is red hair.
You get
Yes.
Yeah.
great value
Okay.
vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
With the great value cherry.
Yeah. I mean, and that's great.
Joker, you got this.
It's not awful, but
Pour
I
some
mean,
more in your cups.
I've been.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, well go.
Wow, Jesus.
Soft as baby shit, these people that I'm
Yeah, I hate you. So fucking
That was aggressive. All right, so rookie quarterbacks.
Love you, buddy.
It's looking like, I mean, I when we did wide receivers, I said who's going to have the best years? Obviously, Trevor Lawrence, right? There's no two ways about it,
Trevor Lawrence, and
Yeah.
I will say,
barring an injury or something.
I will say, barring injury after Trevor Lawrence, it's either going to be Zach.
It's going to be Zach.
I don't. I think it's
He's the
gonna
only
be
one that
Fields.
doesn't have
I think
competition.
it's going to be Fields.
I mean,
Are you saying
Lawrence,
end of season optimism or total output? Also, what, you have zero self-respect. Like there aren't millions of viewers watching you jam your sausage fingers into your drink and then suck on them like they're Fields.
You know what?
Justin Fields,
You
I'm
know
sorry
what?
that you had to watch
Maybe
that.
last year
Let's
I
tag
take
him.
offense. I don't got
tag
fucking
God.
sausage fingers no more, bro.
Okay.
Those are
He
those are
loses
good.
200 pounds.
Yeah,
and thinks
those
he's
are
fucking
fucking
God.
big.
I've had a Vienna in my life.
Yeah.
Those are sausage fingers.
So, I mean, realistically, you heard Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew's not thinking about. He doesn't even take a shit anymore.
Dude, that
Where
is
did- where did Minshew
Yeah, wait,
come
wait.
from?
He's talking about Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
He's talking about Lawrence.
How do you know Trevor Lawrence is going to
We-
start? Gardner
we
Minshew
said
said he's
I-
not going number 2. For
He took a big leap there. I
He
followed
did.
you because we're boys, but you took a big leap there. I
got
said
a segue.
the only other person besides Lawrence is Wilson that doesn't have
Listen.
competition to be
Yeah.
the starter, and he's saying
I mean,
he's
Gardner Minshew came out and said, "I don't even take a shit anymore because I don't even think about being number 2."
First off, that's a fucking lie.
Yeah, he's pooping.
He's shitting his
Oh.
brains out.
And
Obviously,
also-
I'm just saying, like,
he's not even starting. He's
Yeah.
not even practicing with the first team.
Secondly-
So he
secondly,
lost that battle already.
Secondly, every fucking pun intended. They gave up too much for Lawrence, man. The
What
guy
did they give up?
gave up too much. What
Well,
they
I'm
give up?
just not.
They had a
They
shit
lost a
season.
lot of games to get him.
If you lose more games than the
Lawrence
Jets,
is starting. Man.
Yeah, what did they give up 2 years of their fans' life?
And I like Minshew.
There's no Jaguars.
I was hoping Chicago would have drafted him 2-3 years ago, but
He's not going there. We're not having this conversation because it's irrelevant.
Let's end it.
All right. We got a
Travis
few more
Kelce.
here. We're over time, so we're going to go quick. Travis
Comments
Kelce,
or anything?
nothing exciting. Travis Kelce, tightness in his back and hip. We're all.
Yeah.
don't be he's a tight
Yeah,
end.
he's
gonna
30
have
years
that
old.
tightness.
That's what happens.
Yeah,
when
I
you
wake
get
up with back and tightness every day.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
He'll be
club,
fine.
Kelsey.
He'll be fine.
You're finally old.
He'll be fine. The next one, I'm going to do my what if.
Would it?
What if?
The next
Actually-
one's Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson showed up for camp. Some people say he's holding in.
We're getting sued for reason. Marvel's going to sue the shit out of us for reason.
Oh, fuck them. You
No.
can't tell.
Yeah,
You
I don't
can't.
even watch.
You cannot copyright two words.
Everyone's suing Marvel right now.
You cannot.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
under the
You
radar.
can't copyright two
Scarlett
words.
Johansson.
Fuck them.
Thank
You can't copyright 3 words. Just do it. Just do it. Immediately, our screen goes blank. So Deshaun Watson showed up to camp. Obviously, ongoing litigation, and he formally requested a trade. Says he refused to play for them. He showed up for camp anyway. The new agreement.
He's a changed man. He jerks himself off now.
The new NFL.
Clever guy.
NFL PA agreement is
rub it out yourself.
$50,000 a day penalty for holding out, and it's not something that can be recovered. Teams are not allowed to pay for it or recover it, whatever.
He's going to have to pay all that shush money. He's going to want to show.
Listen, we had a whole conversation about this, and the only reason they have not settled is because he refuses to sign an NDA. He refuses to keep it quiet. He says, I'll pay you your money as long as everything's public, and the defendants are the ones that have said no. I'm not saying he's innocent.
Because people be trifling.
The hand job's a hand job.
Yeah, I'm not saying he did
Do I think he got a hand job? 100%.
Of course he did.
Do I think he forced them and said, you better fucking jerk my dick right now? No, of course not.
I don't think anybody has ever.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like,
you know what's good for you.
Like, don't go there. Like, if you fucking jerked him off, you did it willingly.
I mean, I would jerk. Just to get a part of the lawsuit.
Does he take a picture with me afterwards?
Yeah.
with his dick in your hand.
All right, my what if? My what if is Xavier Howard formally requested a trade.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson formally requested a trade.
Not correct.
They were already rumors flying about a Texans-Dolphins trade earlier. What if, and we already sort of covered this when we both had to drink, what if Deshaun Watson to the Dolphins, Tua, Xavier Howard, 2 first-round picks to the Texans, what if that trade happens?
You know what? It's going to take one more thing for that trade to happen. Happy ending.
Yeah.
Brian Flores has to jerk off Deshaun Watson.
That would never happen.
I'll jerk off Deshaun
We don't know
Watson.
that Brian Flores is the second-half coach. He could adjust halfway through. We don't know.
First of all, if there's an adjustment to a hand job, a mouth is involved. Second of all,
That's what I've said.
For a female,
that's been my motto for a long time. What's the best hand job? How do you give the best hand job? With your mouth. Come on.
We all said with a butt. That's what you told me. But
Dolphins won 10 games last year with 1.5 quarterbacks. They've gotten huge improvements this year. Deshaun Watson shows up to the team. The Dolphins.
Didn't we already say this already?
Yes.
The
Dolphins and Chiefs are battling for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we've already said this. Correct.
And then it looks like last year's AFC Championship game.
Chiefs
We
win.
spot you 2 scores, and we come back. And
Maybe it looks like last year's Super Bowl instead.
I am gonna go home tonight. And I'm gonna pray to baby Jesus.
Sweet.
Every night
8
until this
pounds, 7
happens.
ounces.
Just so you get Watson. So Josh Allen can fucking jerk himself off all over Watson's face in the games.
Josh Allen
That was graphic.
is a soft bitch. And when things are going well,
do you watch what he does to players?
and when things are going well,
I mean, I did watch him
It
be a
goes
little
well.
bitch and throw a football in one of
I've
our
seen him
defender's
do
face
that
because
shit,
he
too.
couldn't do anything.
I
Oh
will.
my God.
as soon as the tough gets going, Josh Allen
we go.
loses his testicles. Anyway, we have one more story. We're over
I'm
time.
going to say one thing, and then I'm done. All right? This guy's fucking acting like Josh Allen is the truth. You know what? This guy's putting his work. But I'm gonna
He had a
give you,
great season last year.
I'm gonna give you a what if.
Fantastic.
No one's
Which
denying.
probably is gonna happen after I say it. He's gonna get hurt.
Ooh.
And then
Don't wish. Don't put that out. Don't put that out.
I'm not
Don't put
wishing
that
it.
out there. I don't
He
want
may.
Josh. Even as a Dolphins fan, I do not want Josh Allen to get hurt.
But you know what I do want? Anthony, see what it's like to see Mitch Trubisky sling the ball.
Mitch Trubisky will have something that the Bears didn't.
Talent.
Be able to read it.
Stephon Diggs.
Jesus
We all got
Christ.
that. God damn you.
What an asshole.
Yeah, Allen Robinson.
Yeah, he didn't have a coach though. Last and
Michelle
final.
Thomas.
Last and final. Michael Thomas.
Michelle.
So Michael Thomas hurt his ankle last year.
Boo-boo.
What? Michael Thomas. Hurt his ankle last year. He missed a handful of games. There was questions of whether he was a healthy scratch or a hurt scratch. There was definitely some issues.
Thank you, Colby.
First of all, it's Deshaun Watson's masseuses is the correct answer. There's obviously some issues. So he went to go see a specialist right after the season. The specialist said, "Do all of this stuff. Come back in a month, and we will decide whether you need surgery or not." He didn't come back. He did not go back. Never went for the follow-up. Finally goes for the follow-up last week.
Yeah,
and they say
this surgery should have fucking been done.
Yes, you need the surgery. He gets the surgery. Sean Payton's pissed. Sean Payton said this should have happened a long time ago. 100%. I'm going to start with you, Aaron.
Yeah.
How does this play out?
I mean,
we've already told him.
He's out. So he's out.
He's out for a long time.
He's out for a while. They said he's going to miss the first 7 to 10 weeks, right? 7 weeks, 10 weeks.
I mean, the only thing that's in the back of my mind is he doesn't want to be there. If he wanted to be there, he would have got the surgery.
So how does it play out?
How does it play out? He comes in halfway through the season, half-asses it with Watson, and then next year
Watson.
I mean, not Watson. Winston. Jameis.
Crab legs.
King crab legs. Thank you. Since we're correcting one another.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't see it ending well. I don't know. I mean, if it can, it can. But, dude, this guy should, if he wanted to ball, if he wanted to play, if he wanted to make the commitment to the team, he would have had this surgery months ago. And that's it.
Okay.
I don't know.
How does it play?
I personally think he gets traded.
It should have been.
I think he gets traded. I think Sean Payton is sick of his shit. I just don't know.
He totally ripped this off of me from pre-show.
Yep. Vinny said this shit fucking verbatim.
Like, literally, like verbatim.
I wasn't here when you were talking about it.
Yeah, you showed up.
I showed up 30 seconds before the show.
No.
My whole thing. What does a limp dick, broken ankle Michael Thomas cost?
First of all, a limp dick, broken ankle Michael Thomas is still a top 10 wide receiver.
Is he? Would you trade a first round pick?
What?
Of course not.
Said he had a limp dick.
We have the best wide receivers. I'm kidding.
I mean, I personally think Sean Payton wants to trade him. I think he's done with him. But what can you get for Michael Thomas right now? All his antics. If he showed up and was the Michael Thomas 2 years ago, 100% he's worth a first round pick.
He's still worth
if not more.
He's too good.
Is he still worth a first round pick?
He's worth a first round pick, but you're giving up a second as well.
I don't think you're giving up a second.
I do. I think to get Michael Thomas, you're giving up maybe not a second. I think you're giving up a third. I think you're giving up a first and a third, and you're getting a second back, something like that.
I don't think you have to do that. I think
Michael Thomas.
I think
you got to remember you're not getting him for half the season this year.
Yeah, he's out for half the year.
It doesn't matter. He's still fairly young, and he still has.
Is he that young?
He does not lead the league in contested catches.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
I'm just thinking, you got a top 5 wide receiver in the league. I don't.
You have pre-injury, he was the undisputed number one.
Oh, I mean, he was getting.
Then Devontae Adams started making the argument, but
Devontae Adams
2 years ago, it was Michael Thomas.
Of course, but you had Drew Brees that threw to him.
No, it was Michael Thomas.
Had Drew Brees throwing to him 20 times
fantasy.
Fantasy.
I'm talking fantasy.
Real football.
I'm talking fantasy. No, I'm talking fantasy. Hopkins, in my opinion, Hopkins is the best wide receiver in the league. Liar!
Why are you embarrassing so much?
Anyway, Michael Thomas, when he's healthy, off the charts.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's arguing that.
Off the charts, he is the best wide receiver in football.
I
mean,
I also think that
he's the best wide receiver.
If he was happy with his situation, would he have went to that appointment?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, dude. That's
I
my
think he's.
point.
I think he's playing
He
this
just,
out to.
he just saw one of the best quarterbacks
That's
in
what I
history retire,
said.
and he's like,
Yeah.
fuck me.
So I want to see how
I don't
this
wanna-
quarterback.
I think he's
Yeah.
playing this out that he doesn't want to go play with 2 backup quarterbacks.
That's the point I made.
Colby, anything different?
So I think his trade value's a little bit
It's
more than what you
diminishing.
think. I don't think it's diminishing.
What do you think? How do you think it plays out, though? That was the.
I still think he.
You think they make amends? They kiss and make up?
I mean, he's a saint at least throughout the season. I don't like if he gets
You don't
traded.
know
It's next off
I
season,
agree.
but I don't see him going anywhere.
I think he's played his last snap for the New
I don't
Orleans.
think
I
so.
agree.
I think he plays this season out, and the next season's.
I think he's on the roster this entire season. I think he never sees the field.
I think he sees the field. I'm not going to
I'd
say
say week
he
8.
put.
I think he AJ Greens
Week
it.
8.
He'll see the field. His thing is going to be see
Listen,
the field.
AJ Green's got good character though.
Listen,
I'll say that.
Sean Payton is not dumb. If a good enough offer comes across the table, they're going to.
First of all, he's not the GM, but yes, I agree.
listen, he has a lot of pull with that team.
Yeah, he's after Belichick.
You don't
I would
get.
say Sean
You
Payton
don't
has the second
listen.
amount.
Sean, yeah.
Well, it
Sean
used to be
Payton-
Adam Gase. We saw,
Yeah.
we saw how that went.
Sean
Yeah.
Payton was
And now
kicked out of the league for a full year and came back as the coach. How many coaches in the NFL would get that opportunity?
Well,
kicked
he
out
also
of suspension.
he also took a fucking bullet for the team.
But I'm just saying,
I don't believe he was
ate
involved in that
No,
scandal.
He
But I'm
ate
just
that
saying,
Greg Williams shit
He did.
sandwich.
Not many coaches.
Totally did.
And let it play.
Sean Payton's fantastic.
Not many coaches
Fantastic.
you can leave for. A
No
year.
one's arguing that.
Yeah.
Sean Payton is beloved.
Yeah.
He's a,
I love Sean Payton.
Andy Reid's fantastic as well. Also
No,
beloved.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying.
There's a handful of coaches that they would let
Yeah.
do that.
Belichick, Flores.
Everyone knows about Flores. I can have coach.
I love Flores.
We
Anyway,
know.
that's
We
the
know.
fucking show.
No more comments.
God bless.
No more
Nothing
comments?
exciting.
I'm gonna hit it. Ready? Dude, I've been hitting. I'm going golfing today. I was hitting shit left and right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You hit the
You
light.
hit it?
He did.
No.
Hit
Okay.
the
Hit the
light.
light. What are you aiming for?
Camera, obviously.
Oh God, that's all day.
Oh, that was
Ah, it wasn't on.
That was
Josh Allen's his quarterback. They got it. They
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
Overthrow hit your garage
He's
door.
gonna break a hole through the garage door with a paper. Hey,
Oh,
Just like Mahomes, baby. Just like
Oh.
Mahomes.
all right, thank you, everybody.
Right there, Josh Allen accuracy.
We appreciate you
God.
watching.
Hit it.
Smash that follow button. It means a lot to us. And
Thank you, guys.
we'll see you guys
Thank
next
you.
week. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.